Once again, welcome back and welcome to in my channel today. Hope you are doing good and well. I am back again today with a new series of CIS-SIR, Certified Implementation Specialist Security Incident Response. Before we start this series, let's follow our ritual and then we will start discuss about the particular series. So let's pray to God to give us the power, to give us the strength to start this knowledge sharing session, and the message, the thoughts, the knowledge which I want to be conveyed to everybody should reach to everybody in the same language, in the same space, with the same intention. So let's take 10-20 second pause, pray to God to whom you worship, and then we'll start the session formally. Okay, so once again, welcome back everybody. Maybe the first question you have in your mind that Atul, why there's no batch for this time for this particular training? The reason being because I was trying to start a batch, but I did not get much time due to my personal commitment. So I thought let me start creating the videos for this particular topic. I try to be go as I go in my previous batches. Definitely we will put some question answer, we will put some thoughts, examples will be there. The reason why I'm creating this video or the series of videos specifically because I cleared my CS-SIR exam 2 months or 3 months back. And that was the exam which I failed 4 times or sorry, 3 times in a sequence. Main attempt one, attempt two, and then in attempt three, I cleared that exam. So that came up with a lot of knowledge and learning to me. And I thought, let me start working on that particular part. I'm hoping that this will be completed in next 10 to 15 videos of 45 to 1 hour each. But let's see how it's go. So now we are on the day one and let's kick off this part with the ServiceNow specified. So before I go, I'm not going to be discussing about what is ServiceNow, how ServiceNow is built up because that is a little bit old and that's not required here to be discussed on that particular part. Let's discuss a very quick way that ServiceNow is a intelligent platform that has used or has been used or using or used by the customers for end-to-end digital transformation. When I talk about the digital transformation, anything which is available on the internet, I can say it's a digital transformation. Maybe any website, maybe maintenance of website, maybe creating of the record, doing the payments, PTMs, shopping, anything which you can do on the internet side or internet level. For me, it's a digital transformation. In the layman language, I simply say that because now we are connecting with each other on the digital platform. Social medias are our digital platform. So this is something which is ServiceNow supporting at point of time. End-to-end digital transformation, and ServiceNow divided this into the 5 sections. ServiceNow provides something for their customers, something provide for their IT industry, specifically IT users, something for their employees. There means not I'm talking about ServiceNow employee, I'm talking about the employee specific for the HRSD perspective. Hope you get the idea. Operations, and last developers. So for the customer, we know that we have a CSM available. For the IT, we have a service portal, instant change, problem request, knowledge. For the employee, we have a HRSD. For the operations, we have a item specific, and for the developer, we have a coding. So there's a nobody working in the silos. Everything which ServiceNow bring, try to put in a one space, and they call it as a digital platform. There's a digital workflow. There's a customer workflow, there's a IT workflow, there's a workflow for the employees, operations, and the developers as well. Along with this, ServiceNow provide some now platform capabilities like single and reusable data model. One thing, one line, that is CSDM we're talking here specifically here from the CMDB perspective. AI and ML, artificial intelligence and the machine learning. We know that in the Vancouver ServiceNow introduced Now Assist or going to introduce Now Assist very quickly and on the grand level. And nowadays, a lot of webinars are going on that particular part. Orchestration that we can do the automation part using the workflow flows and other integration hub there is available. Low code application app engine studio is the one of the finest product of ServiceNow which provide a flexibility for the low code. For the analytics we have a PA, and for the secure ServiceNow launch a lot of products in the Vancouver as well, like zero access analyzer. They have a zero vault something is there which introduced by ServiceNow. Now if I come to know this part, okay, that's fine, Atul, that's good, we know where we are standing at this point of time, where we are or what we are going to be learn here. That is the more important part here. So as we know that ServiceNow have 5 different customer or the digital workflow, and under that we have a customer experience, we have a technology excellence, we have an employee experience, operational excellence, and the build automation. Our main focus is on the technology excellence, and under technology we are going to be discuss mainly on the security operation. Let me tell you very clearly here that security operation is a combination of 4 and 5 different modules that include your uh, threat your threat intelligence, your vulnerability, your security operation, that is secops, security incident that we are going to be discussed, and 2 more are the part of this particular module which we are going to be discussed in the upcoming slides here. Okay, so this particular slide I want to be show you just for the purpose that here we are going to be discuss about the ServiceNow security operation, which is a combination of 5 different sections I can say, and with that help of that section the complete module has been built up. Maybe you have a question, can we use security operation with the GRC, that is integrated risk management? Yes, we can combine those policies and the exceptions with the security incident, but if I need to be speak from my personal experience, let's keep them aside for the time being and let's understand security operations. Also, in this particular session, in this particular series, I'm not going to be discuss anything else other than security incident response, because as I told that security incident is a combination of 5 different or 3 different modules available. Vulnerability, threat intelligence are the 2 which is famous. Risk and compliance is also one of the part of this particular. No, risk and compliance is not the part of this specifically, I can say. Okay, so this I'm preparing it for the examination perspective, that is SIR exam. If you want to appear, you can follow these videos and you can appear for that particular part. Now there's a lot of stories has been happened. Let's start with our core agenda. What is security? As there's no student available here, if I try to be open chat GPT or maybe Siri or maybe Alexa, they can give me answer. Security means something which you want to be secure from the other person. In a layman language, something which I want to avoid the unauthorized access from the other user. I can say that is a security. Like when we go for movie, for outing, we always put a lock on our I can say houses, home, garage, and let's not go very far. We have a lock on our phone as well. And now the technology is so advanced that we have a face ID as a lock. I see this on the Apple and other phones as well as applying this particular part, that now you can open your phone from your face as well. So in simple words, let's try to get from the Google as well what is meaning or what is security. Not clearance, it's a security only. Okay. So security says is the state of being free from danger or threat. LIC, life insurance, is one of the example of this. By purchasing the LIC for myself, for my family, for my parents, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be die anytime. It means that the risk for that particular danger is less now. This is what the security. Everybody say, hey, I want to secure a good position in the college. Means so that he or she can get a good, for that he or need to be get good marks, so that if he gets good secure good position, it is easy for him or her to be proceed further in the life as well. So something which I can say the state of being free from danger or threat. Threat is a very specific word here, specific meaning here, because in our security operations specifically, or in this particular session as well, threat play a very vital role. Threat in the layman language is called the um, darna specifically. If I say that I have a threat that someone can steal my money, I have a threat that I may die someday, and our old people, our saints always say that death is always a fixed thing. So no need to be worried about that. Don't get threat from that particular part. So let's understand that what is threat here. So threat means a statement of an intention inflict pain, injury, damage, or other hostile action on someone in retribution of something done or not done. Means in a simple words, something can happen or something cannot be happen is a threat for me. Like I give example. When I was preparing for the exam, for SIR exam, I was have a threat in my mind. Maybe I fail, maybe I pass. I know that I'm confident that I have a good preparation. I can do it. I can clear it exam. But still, there's a there's a fear in my mind. But fear and threat is little different. So I'm not going to mix that part. But just to understand from the layman perspective, threat is something that something done or not, or a person or thing likely to cause damage or danger. Specifically, a thing. Thing has a specific meaning here. I receive a call from unknown number and I pick it up. I have a threat that maybe it can cause something danger to me. It can damage something danger to me. And nowadays, even government also issue this particular announcement or circulars. Don't open or don't attend any call because we did not ask username and the password. Don't open any unwanted, unnecessary, unknown links which can cause a damage for you. This is what the threat. And sometimes it happens that when we are searching something and we try to and we click a lot of websites back to web website, and we forget that is it safe for us or not to be open. So this is what the threat mean here. Now the problem is that, or now the statement or the question is that what happen if there is a breach? And breach means that you put something to secure, but still it happened. Like we saw a lot of movies where the villain or the superhero enter in a room or enter in a palace and get the diamond out where everybody is be it's fully secure, still it's secure, but he done that part. This is what called the breach. It means there are some loopholes in our system, in our mechanism, in our thoughts, which making this security breach happen. Otherwise, it did not happen actually. Like someone break the door or someone break the lock of a shop. Maybe the lock was not good, maybe it was not fit properly, or maybe that person know that how to open this quickly without making any noise. This is what the security breach. So breach is the word which is being important here because every company is worried about the security breach. Ransomware attack has been done a lot of time and a lot of data has been lost. The data has been lost, the money has been lost is the one thing, but the company reputation has been lost. That is the biggest thing. So every company try that there should not be any security breach happen because we are working for a company. We are using data. We are using the mobile. I'm saying sorry, credit cards, ATM cards, a lot of digital cards we're using, and those cards contain a lot of information, personal data, a non-personal data. I was reading some blogs that how in this digital world how this privacy, security, and ownership of personal data is maintained or is taken care. And this is what the worried point here because maybe we are clicking unnecessary link, unauthorized links, unknown links, and that cause the issue for us. And one of the best example, if you see that every time in your company you receive some emails which is called the phishing email. We have this concept in the coming slides, phishing email, which means that if you open this email, it can harm your system. So don't open this. Now, to understand that if there is a security breach, what happened wrong? Number one, the cost of data breach is too much, in the million and billion dollars. Again, as I say that I was reading an article which they mentioned that approximately 37 or 40% US user lost their money in the scam calls every year, and it's cost near about 116 US billion dollar. This is what the figure which I receive on that particular research paper. So you can see that it is just a one example, and there's a multiple example we can see. Nowadays, lot of messages we are getting on the WhatsApp. You did not pay your electricity bill. Please click on this link and pay your electricity bill. Otherwise, your electricity will be cut out. This is what these the hackers, the actors, the hacktivist is looking for some options to breach that particular security and get it that part. So why any company need a security, or what I can say, why any company need a security rules or the standards or the system to make sure that there should not be any breach. If any breach happen, that how this can be handled. I'm not saying that ServiceNow will help you to stop the breaches. ServiceNow will help you that in case any breach happen, how that can be tackled up. There are multiple tools available in the market, and ServiceNow work with those tools, collaborate with those tools, and build this system in the ServiceNow itself. So this is what the security breach is there. Now there's a concept called the vulnerability, because this is again one term which we're going to be used a lot. Vulnerability refers to the quality or state of being exposed of possibility of being attacked or harmed either physically or emotionally. Oh my god, it's too much English. Second line, a vulnerability is any flaw in the system or network infrastructure that may potential affect business asset. Third is a weakness in an information system, system security procedure, internal controls, or implementation that could be exploited or triggered by a threat source. So now we are using a term called the loopholes. Let's replace that word loopholes with the vulnerability, because vulner, vulnerability, sorry, for this pronunciation, vulnerability specifically says, and it says weakness in an information system. Let's let's say if there's a fight happen between husband and wife. Husband and wife both know that how to get the relationship back. Maybe wife says, okay, let me cook a favorite food for my husband. Husband says she like ice creams. Let me bring the ice creams in the evening so that we can enjoy. So these are the weakness. But here we are especially talking about the information system. We're talking about our internets. We're talking about our systems. Weakness is an sorry, vulnerability is a weakness in an information system, number one, or in the security procedure. Like everybody know that if I want to board a flight, I have to be get my boarding pass, then I have to be go for the security check, and then finally I'll go to the gate, and after that I'll check my boarding pass again and board my flight, I get my seat. But still cases are happen. I was checking some reel on the Instagram, and that person say one person was doing smoking in the flight. And if you know that in the flight smoking is totally prohibited, even electric cigarettes also not allowed. Now the question come how that person take that cigarette till the flight, because there was security check happened. So this is what we are talking about, the system security procedure. System is the one, procedure is the second. Internal controls or the implementation. Maybe just to safeguard internally, I have some controls. Like when my kid was 2 years or 3 years, he start walking. It was very hot. I was in India that time, so it was very hot outside. So my son want to be go outside in the mid afternoon, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It was very hot outside. I told him, don't go, please. To avoid that, I put the lock on the French gate. But he was so smart that he know that how to open that lock. He opened that lock, open the uh, gate, and go outside. And as soon as he step out, he called, "Oh my God, Dad! It's so burning." This is what the internal control we put to safeguard ourselves. But still, there was a loophole. Maybe my son noticed me that how the lock get open, or implementation that could exploited or triggered by a threat source, or anything which we are implementing. We are putting some steps, we are putting some plan, we are putting some procedures, we are putting some processes which can be exploited or triggered by the threat source. Threat source I'm talking about here basically phishing emails. Everybody is using the email. Even my dad, my mom, they have an email because you cannot log in your mobile phone without the emails now. And they are very in the old age now. They don't know that what is secure link, what is not a secure link. He gets some message, he take a screenshot and tell me, son, shall I open this link or not? I said no, don't open this because it is not the authorized one. So vulnerability is something, is a flow, is a loophole in the system or the network infrastructure. I'm sure that the people who are from the security domain, they can quickly say, Atul, yes, you are right here. But if I'm wrong somewhere, please try to be add your comments in the comment section. Now we know that why this vulnerabilities happen, why the security incident happen. If you notice that this particular picture I use in my other trainings as well for the ITL. This industry work on the four P's: people, process, product, and the partners. In the ITL, we say people means doer, but here we say no doer. It means nobody know that if something goes happen wrong, how to handle that. Maybe they don't have a required skill, maybe they don't have a required training. Second, process. When my son was in a year two, so was they were taught by their teacher that in case there is a fire, everybody need to be go out from the class immediately without picking up anything else. So they know the process, but before teaching that particular stuff to them, there was no process. So there was no, if there's a fire, they think there's no action required for them, or someone change in system manually as per my need. If I want to know, if I want to do this breach, or I want to be make this record move, I can do manual changes as well. Third is the product. There are multiple products available in market to safeguard this part, that before it hit to my actual system, I should get some kind of alert, some kind of events. But due to many tools, there's a no proper monitoring available and everything work in the silos. And if, as we say, that football, cricket, hockey, volleyball, or basketball, or a lot of rugby, there are a few games which are built up for a team, which we can win only and only with the team efforts. If you play silos, you cannot win that game. This is what happened here. Sorry. And last, partners. No specialist supplier available who can tell their customer that how to track these incidents or records. Wrong data to the wrong people. This is what the four drawbacks which bring here, that no, we have to be say something, where do we stop something, where do we do something for this particular concept. Now what we are going to be discuss, this is what we are going to be discuss here. Threat never care about the business in silos. Someone says that time at tide, not wait for anybody, wait for none, right? Same thing happen here. That threat doesn't mean that threat does not know that I have to be attack in the silos or I have to be attack on the team part. So it is very much important that we have to be club the things together. Maybe we have to be club the tools together. Maybe we have to be club the process together. We have to be trained to the people together. We have to be given knowledge to them. We have to build a skill set. Only then it can be done. So this is IT and vulnerability team, and this is security operation team. They both are there in a company. They both are there, but they work in the silos. One team, other team. They never work into as a one team here. And what happen if they work in the silos? Number one, there are backlog and high alert volume. They thought it's their responsibility. They thought it's their responsibility. And the backlog increase. There's no time to be monitor all these things, to be check all these things, and they face this issue. Difficulty prioritizing responses. To whom, to which alert, to which event I have to be respond, to which incident I have to be respond. This is the second part which make the things if you work in the silos. Lack of communication across silos. Definitely, they are not communicating with each other. Maybe they are doing the repetitive task. Maybe they are doing the duplicate task as well. And the last, slow and manual process. Two different team, no automation at the place. So it definitely is going to be slow and manual. Everything need to be go and check, and then they have to be come back on that particular part. Now let's pick up that what ServiceNow bring for me. ServiceNow is transforming the security operation in a better manner, bringing everybody together and co- cover up all the drawbacks which we saw in the previous slides. Like number one, to gain the visibility, they say let's club everything together and work as a team. Prioritize based on the risk. We have one chapter that is called the on the risk calculation. That let's not say this breach or this incident is more priority. Let's have some indication. Let's have some question set of question answer. On the basis of that, let's decide that it is a high priority because the risk is high. We have a workflow and the automation with AI. And then last, act efficiently across the enterprise, and it is for the enterprise level. So what ServiceNow is saying? ServiceNow is saying reactive and proactive. Like if I'm a reactive, SOC alerts will be there, threat will be there, major incident will be there, DLP will be there, and unknown risk. And if I'm a proactive from the vulnerability perspective, infra vulnerability configuration, cloud vulnerability, application, OTs, and all these things. And now platform, when we club everything together, these two proactive reactive approach, we are making one, and we are able to use this platform to make sure that we are able to tackle our to record our incident security. I'm not talking about, let's not use the words incident, security incident in a better manner so that it can be handled in a quick and efficient manner and can be decided or the priorities based on the risk only. This is what we have. So this is what I was specifically talking here, that in this particular concept we have a security incident response, we have the vulnerability response, and we have a threat intelligence. And all these three things mainly covered into the security operation. Sorry, yes, security operation I can say here. Now let's take a break here and we will connect again in the day 2 video. Till the time, take care and bye bye everybody.